So this last week or so has been a pretty hard time. Emotionally, relationally, spiritually, just all around, just a difficult period of time in my life. However, there's some things that have helped me navigate through this really difficult time, which I think is really going to help you. Anyone who's been in a long-term relationship can understand the fact that problems will arise. Eventually, you will have issues that you'll need to resolve in your relationship. And that is what my marriage has gone through the last couple weeks, is we'd have issues arise that we would have to tackle and go after together. Now, there was a certain point where we're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate through this. However, what we were able to do was to lean back on counsel that we had once previously received. Fortunately, my wife and I have surrounded ourselves with amazing friends that we can be vulnerable with and share our problems and our issues and receive counsel. So on one end, we did that. We sought counsel from our friends, and the other piece is we were able to pull from the counsel that we once had. And this was so good for us because we went to this marriage intensive. We went and we sat and we listened and learned and took notes and took the documents and just poured into our marriage when we were doing good. When everything was going great, that's when we decided to pour into our marriage. And now when things got hard, we were able to pull on that information to move us through and reestablish connection. And I think that's what's so critical in anyone's life, is to seek counsel on a regular basis to make sure you have people around you. But this is the key, is not just relying on your counsel or even your relationship with God when you are struggling and in hurt and pain. You need to do it even when you're thriving and doing well. If your life is going good, seek counsel. This is the time to set up the people around you and pour into them, so that way when it's needed, they can pour into you. And having those resources where you start investing in yourself, you start going and sitting under people who have wise counsel and can pour into your life. So that way, when you are in a difficult position, you can pull on that information to help you navigate through it. So as clearly as I can lay it out for you, it is critical to set up counsel in your life and begin to find resources that you can rely on, like the Word of God, for one. That is a key piece. Building your relationship with God, understanding how to hear His voice, renewing your mind to the Word, so that way when you are in a difficult situation, you can pull upon it. Having friends, mentors, coaches, whatever it may be in your life to pour into you and you to pour into them. And if you're in a marriage, definitely go get marriage counseling or go to marriage intensives where you can glean and develop your marriage, so that way you can always navigate through these areas. Because the truth is, there is no such thing as arrival. You're never going to arrive at a perfect marriage. You're never going to arrive at perfect anything. You're never going to arrive. It is a lie that is really in the roots of our Western culture. But if you really think about it, any time that you arrive, right, you get the promotion, you get the title, you get married, whatever it may be, that is the start of a journey. You never end there. The work doesn't just stop. You don't just all of a sudden go, this is great, I'm done now, I can finally take a break. No, that's actually when you have to put in the more effort. That's actually more responsibility and effort on your part to be able to continue to move forward. We need to get it out of our mind that we've arrived or we're working to arrival. You are developing yourself, you're becoming more and more like Christ, and then eventually there is a place of perfection. But even then, that's the journey of something else. You will last eternity with Christ and will always be building relationship with Him. It never stops. And that's what's so critical to remind yourself of. You're never going to arrive. That is the unfortunate reality. You'll never arrive. You're always going to be on a journey, and you have to develop within this journey. There's going to be problems arriving in your life. Sure, you might have a break of problems, but the problems are nonetheless going to happen. And that's why it's so important for us to, one, have our understanding of that so we don't lose hope and we don't give up when we can get through and break through our problems. And it's so important to have the counsel around us. I hope that these last 2 weeks of me going through this hard time will be able to make your hard times a little bit easier. Hey, my name's Shane Gerhardt. If you're looking for another video to watch, I would highly recommend starting with Renewing Your Mind. You can watch that right here, right now. It's a great video that will get you on the road to renewing your mind to God's truth. Hope to see you there.